Balatro 2. The power of an eternal riffraff. Okay, we go one more. Black deck? Who would have thought everyone's complaining about the black deck? It's actually like the easiest deck in the whole game. Suit me. Checkered deck is the easiest. It's actually the hardest if you have a moral compulsion not to play flushes. Doink! We take that any day of the week. Flushes make me feel dumb. POV, you've been cursed by a witch. You wish to be the smartest man in the world. The witch gave you a 300 IQ, but every time you flush the toilet, it goes down by 1. Me with the fucking stinkiest house of all time. Black body radiation is a phenomenon mostly noticed in the Crab Nebula, where the joke is like, what if I was smart? Anyway. Okay, useless. It's useless. I'm an immolator type lad here. My aces are all gone. You're still pretty useless. Telescope can go crazy, though. Interesting. An interesting start. Care to share your favorite sushi items? I'm a sashimi lad. To be honest with you, I'm a sashimi lad lately. Let's try like a little pear with one of these. Pear's easy enough to make. Pear's easy. Am I gonna make it? 3 hands. Might need like a full house to get over the hump. Might be dead. Actually, I think we make it. Just barely. Easiest deck? Yeah, that was what we in the business call a little joke. We were telling a little joke earlier. I'm not that interested in Cloud9. I'm interested in evens. Could help us out a lot. Sashimi isn't basic. Getting the cocoa roll with tempura crab and mayo on top is basic. Excuse me, at a Japanese restaurant, it's called mayo. I'm not concerned if anyone thinks my sushi order is basic. If I ordered the cocoa roll, they'd be like, that's not authentic. You know, they're just seeking ways to divide us, man. Even cards. Thoughts arrive like butterflies. I mean, the money's not too bad early here too, but I'd like to live. I'm a different kind of beast. I enjoy not losing in the game whenever possible. Evens, huh? Okay, you know what? That's what we're looking for. How about even pairs? Alrighty. I'm going to lose. And we aren't talking about France. 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. The greatest straight flush of all time. Saved. Yeah, I would describe myself as a sashimi Andrew. Or oftentimes what I do, it depends on the place, but for the most part, I am a... if I'm getting sashimi, give me the assorted sashimi. If I'm getting sushi, I'll take like a negatoro roll, a yam tempura roll, and a salmon roll. I like a little basic stuff for the most part. Miso soup, I honestly like... No disrespect to the miso soup eaters out there, but I mean, I've had 200 bowls of it in my life. I don't really get it. Can hit a little different, you know, as part of a Japanese breakfast or something, but the miso soup with the green paper seaweed that isn't even real and tofu cubes that are like cast off from the factory and it's just made from like a tea bag or something like that. Depends on the place. Like if miso soup comes with my combo, I'll eat it, but you'll never catch me adding a miso soup on to an order that doesn't come with it. Also, the same with edamame. Like, I don't mind it. I don't mind an edamame. If it's there, I'm going to eat it. But, like, kind of just, like, mindlessly eating beans. I'm not like, oh, this tastes amazing. I'm like, these are beans. It's fine. If we're talking about appetizers at a sushi restaurant, I'll take the gomai, the spinach and peanut butter salad. I'll take the ebi sunamono. I'll take an agadashi tofu. It's delicious. I'm not going crazy over, like a miso soup and an edamame? Nah, man. What am I doing? Level up pear, please. Okay. How many of these things are made up? None of them. None of them whatsoever. Work with me here, come on. I know we had the full house, but I'm telescope posting. Might need to keep those, as much as I hate to it. Oh, brother. Saved, mayhaps. Goodbye to the gamers. Best hand available. 65 points. Oh man. Hi Ruka. You still freaking back there? I'd kind of like to have my lumbar support back. Lethal me? It starts in, well, let me make sure I got the time right actually. Yes. It's starting in 44 minutes. Seven, 8, 9, 10 jack. That's undoinkable. How does the dude not know these appetizers? He must live in the middle of nowhere. And then you know what's crazy is that when they open the first ramen restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee, he's going to be condescending to me. I've had ramen 5,000 times in my life. He's going to be like, oh, if I'm like, oh, I think ramen's like just a mid-tier noodle soup. Bro, you have to try Shio ramen. That's a classic rookie ramen mistake, is only getting the shoyu and then thinking you don't like it. You got to experiment. You got to try the Shio as well. And if you really want to be adventurous, try tossing some gyoza in there as an appetizer next time. It's crazy. You know what goes hard? Paying $6 extra to get some bamboo shoots in your soup. The hell are you talking about, man? You're not gonna get good ramen in middle America? Fucking why, bro? It's noodles. Doesn't have to be blessed by a fucking dokebi or something like that before you cook the soup. I'm sure they can make it. It's soup. People are, listen, I'm not saying the best ramen restaurant in the world is gonna be in Missouri. I'm just saying, as a coastal elite, people don't put respect on the states that don't touch the ocean. But like, there's no reason you can't make good Chinese food in St. Louis. Doesn't make any sense, man. People are like, oh, if you want good pasta, you have to go to Italy. They're taking our wheat, bro. They're taking our tomatoes. If anything, we should have the good tomato sauce. We got the tomatoes. The Penne Primavera in Saskatoon should go off the fucking chain, man. Italy ain't buying your wheat. I bet they are buying our wheat. You know what's crazy is that they're buying our wheat and then they're making the pasta, sending it back, and then we're paying premium prices for their pasta. They're taking the wheat right out from under us and going, flying it in Taylor Swift's private jet back to Save On Foods, and then I'm paying like $8 a pound for farfalle? Insanity, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Italy imports wheat primarily from France, Canada. Ooh! when you didn't know you were right, but you're right, so now you can pretend to have known that you were right the whole time. Our plans are measured in centuries, bro. When you were just yapping, and then somebody offends you, so your yapping turns serious as soon as you decide you have the high ground. Ooh. Good run. Probably just restart that one. Now this is a classic double skip. It's detritus. You knew that already. It's really bad. It's a very bad start. It's also pretty horrendous, truth be told. I guess I'll do something like that. This is kind of like a hold R situation. Honestly, I just don't want to do it. Give me another one. The vibes were off. That one was like that other guy's Whole Foods. The vibes were just off on that one. $8 points. I need 8 points. Get doinked. I still think doinking should give you $5. I'm not getting an eternal regular Joker. That's like a sad, twisted joke. Grocery store most likely to appear in a nightmare. Easy. No frills. If you're in Canada. In the US, I don't know. In Canada, it has to be no frills, man. No frills is like the only place that feels like a liminal space, even when it's full of people. It doesn't... Okay, well, that was a fun one. That was a good one. No frills is kind of based. How? It's still too expensive, even though it's frillless. How about pair of twos gives you too many points. That gives you 15 points. Gives you 16 points. Guys, I don't think we can doink this one. I'm disappointed to say I don't think it's doinkable. I wish it were. I'm not a big no frills guy. I need the buffoon pack. Honestly, 10 mults with an incentive to sell later is kind of crazy. I have been to a Food Basics. I used to live and work right next to what has to be the most, if not the only, cursed Food Basics in Kingston, Ontario. How about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Food Basics is kind of cursed as well. The one on Princess? Excuse me, I think you'll find if you go to Google Maps that it's actually on Wellington. I don't want to... We don't need to go street for street. I'm just saying. Oh, for real? It's all right. If you're a student there, you know, I don't expect you to know the whole downtown setup, you know. It's a complicated rigmarole and all that, such as... We go next. I'm from there? Okay, well then you should... You must... You know what? It's no big deal. You must be a West End Andy. No doubt. You must be part of the ex-Kingston Township type... I am? I knew it. Fucking Cat Woods ass. I went to... No disrespect, by the way. I remember I went to a chess tournament when I was in like the 7th or the 8th grade. I went from my school on a bus to Cataraqui Woods Public School. Walked into the school. Beautiful marble tile on the floor. The announcements were being played on like a TV that was posted up like in the atrium where all the kids could see it. Our announcement was at our school was like a pilot on a Air Canada Jazz flight. Mandatory police search of your locker. And let me tell you, going 10-0 in that rich kid paradise, there's not many sweeter feelings than that, man. I still recall, because you're seeing the pairings like every round, right? It was me and this other kid. We're both going to go undefeated until the finals. I had black in the finals. Bro plays e4. I say no shot, e5. Next play, bro played queen f3. I said, really? Your ass got 9-0 playing Scholar's Mate nonstop? I said, guess what, buddy? Knight f6. My impression of his reaction after I played knight f6, it was already over. On move 2, it was already over. It felt damn good. And then next year, because that was like a very low level, like regional tournament. Next year, I played him in the county level tournament, and it wasn't the same guy. He obviously, the loss had sent him into like a crisis of faith. Like when I played him in the regional tournament the year before, it was like, you know, 2 heavy hitters going together. He wasn't the same guy the next year. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, maybe I broke him. Maybe. I mean, chess is a serious thing, man. Get it twisted, we will win. It's no damn joke, man. We're going to win. We should probably try to make a good hand, but we're going to win. No! Oh, we're fine. We're fine. $2. Wow! Okay, never play a face card. We're going to win. Get it twisted. It's over for them. I know what I'm doing. Huge. Huge. I don't want to play a king. I don't want to play a king. I gotta run a discard. It pains me, but I gotta run a discard. Or I could just... Oh no, because this goes to 0. This goes down by 1. Yeah. Okay. Can't do it. You gotta accept that. You're a real piece of crap. Honestly, you're a real piece of junk. No diamonds in 2 full, essentially full discards. I would have just been better off playing what I had to begin with then. That actually stings more than that game is trash. Local thunk, honestly, I don't buy. I want someone to do a statistical analysis of trying to draw flushes in Balatro. The amount, you have a rough back of the napkin calculation, 1 in 4 chance per draw to get the suit that you're looking for. And the number of times you fully discard, and don't draw the suit that you need is insane. It's insanity. They did. It's nerd as hell. Okay, just give me the cliff notes. We don't even need to get into this because we've done it many times before. But as a accredited scientist, nothing makes me laugh like when you pose a hypothesis and then people in chat just say, oh, that's this bias. You didn't see the data, brother. You don't know if it's that any more than I know that it isn't that. You know what I mean? You haven't seen the data. I posited an insane theory, which is fiction, and then you countered it with fiction itself. Okay. Club flushes. Club flushes go crazy. And then telescope, it goes crazy. And see, this doesn't happen, bro. 1 in 4, 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 0 in 8. I believe... I'm sorry to have to be the person to tell you this. Local Thunk is fudging... He's fudging the numbers. He's fudging the numbers. He is. I think that what happened is that the game came out. Local Thunk wanted his game to be perceived as the most difficult game of all time. We could probably just play a couple clubs in the full house and be okay. He wanted it to be perceived as the most difficult game of all time. Then people started playing flush builds, and he said, no, that's too much. That's too much. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So he snuck into the code, and if you have 4 of a suit in hand, he made the odds halved that your suit that you drew would be the suit that you need. I personally guarantee it. Flush me. It's just science. I mean, it's the law of large numbers. We're seeing large numbers here, and they're breaking the law. I want to play a flush, bro. It shouldn't be this hard to play a flush. I'm just saying. Never mind, we're chilling. If you have 4, there's 4 less in the deck. What's your point? Because if I have 4, I only need 1. Hang on, imagine. 2 clubs, I take those odds. Oh! Now you're screwed. I've been anointed and you're screwed. You wouldn't. Oh, we're already there. Local Thunk, bribe received. Thank you, thank you. I don't really like Banner with 2 discards. I think we should get our econ pumping. Ante 3 is no joke though, brother. Like, this shit is scaling quick. Is How to Save a Life in the same category as Drops of Jupiter? In my opinion, yes. Again, people, they get very sensitive when the music they've tied their entire identity to gets insulted. I guess that makes sense when you think about it. That being said, you're not going to get me to lie and say that, oh, I think that song owns when I actually think it's garbage. I hate to do this, but I'm doing it here. Oh, we're chilling. Help me. Help me. Eternal misprint. I needed the gas, man. I needed the gas. All clubs are debuffed. Okay. You know what? Let's focus on the bright side. It's good that we spotted it early. We can play non-club flushes, and I mean, there's a little prayer ball involved for sure. Local Thunk, you've done it again. You madman, you've done it again. Ah, that stings. It stings. You're a piece, honestly. You're a piece. Okay, well, we'll be pressing R. Okay, they put out a hit 10 different ways. All right, Ruka, that's your cue. I need you to get out of here. Not behind the computer, not in the cords. What about we got this cat bed right here? Why don't you go in the cat bed? You can't go behind the Don't go behind the monitor. But Tomo's behind the monitor? I know, that's because Tomo doesn't cause problems back there. Tomo just sleeps. You're too ambitious. That's your issue. You're always trying to improve your station. You should just simmer in it. Just simmer in it for a bit. You got nothing to worry about. You're a cat. Meow all day for the wet food, then I give them the wet food and they don't even eat all the wet food. They eat 2 bites and then say that's enough. Like, what's going on here? Okay, this will hold R. Right? I'm saying it, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Tell you what, 8443. The vibes are off on this one. Let's restart. Early joker, please. Early joker. Note to self, 2 discards, you always go for the early flush. Full houses used to be so free, now they're so hard to make. I'm telling you, with no sense of irony whatsoever, there has been a patch to the game to make it harder. I don't care if there's never been an update on Steam. Local Thunk's a good developer. They figured out a way to bypass having to distribute it. It's a sad story, but it's true. Give me a deja vu on an ace. Flush me? Flush me? Flush? Sure, flush me. 450, we flush. The doorbell rang and Ruka is freaking out again. Screen door slammed. Ruka, like a vision, she dances. I like to sing when the doorbell rings to disincentivize people from coming to my house. I don't want to, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday. Hey, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? No. You're okay. You're okay. Just relax. On a weekend, you knock on my door on a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm not sweating it. You knock on my door on a Monday through Friday, you better be selling me the world's best vacuum cleaner. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Nowhere Man 427, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. You know what? It's time. We're warmed up. Take me back to the erratic deck. Huge. Roll for a juicy weird one? Yeah, they're all weird in their own way, man. They're all weird in their own way. Like this one, 7 2s. No clubs. That's interesting. How many face cards we got? 12? That's about right. I would take this for some economics. You know what? I would honestly take that. It might help you out. Wee Joker would be nice. So we have 4 of a kind. I guess winning early is worth something. Fuck it. Broncos country, let's ride. So what's the play then? It's so simple even a child could understand it. The play is you can only buy Eternal Jokers. But if we get some half-decent Eternal Jokers, we got a chance to go. I mean, how many queens we got? 3? 3 of them? I'd give it a chance. Use your discards to make it happen. It's so simple, even a child could understand it. You've never seen a pair of jacks like this before, that's all I'm going to say. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but that's okay. Get onk and copy it. Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't do that like, oh, you have money problems, win the lottery. That type of discourse. We don't really run that stuff here. Around here, we look at the shops that we're given, and we make decisions based on what appears in them, as opposed to what we wish was there. And it's hard. It's not as easy as praying that the best Joker of all time or the best Spectral of all time shows up, but I mean, something satisfying about it nonetheless. Face cards debuffed is the worst thing we could ever see. I'm not going to buy Jumbo Buffoon. I'm going to trust the process right now. Queen in hand already. Things you love to see. How about a jack or a 6? A jack. You shouldn't have. I thought the old lady threw it into the damn ocean at the end. I'm going to call that not worth. -1 hand per round. Should be fine. What if we could turn some cards into flippin' queens, though? A strength, exactly what I wanted to see. How we looking on diamonds? Pretty good. If we could turn clubs into diamonds, we're chilling. Oh, we got some great stuff coming, man. Clubs become diamonds. So here's what we're going to do. Draw another jack. Oh, you shouldn't have. Strength them. Clubs become diamonds. What else is bad in our deck? Nothing else. We'd love to draw more clubs then. It's a little finicky. I don't know if I should be angling for it this hard. You know what? What if we did this? Now you just got to think sensibly, okay? This creates 52 mult. So this is going to be like 16 times 53 times 3. Okay, we're chilling. Didn't have to think about it too much. I would pass on this one. R/they did the math. They did the monster math. Huge. Why not? He's let's playing? Well, anytime people are like, what are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, oh, I prefer lettuce to spinach. They're like, oh, did you know lettuce is farmed like with child labor in Costa Rica? And I'm like, that wasn't the question. I thought the question was like, let's find some common ground. It turns out the question is like, trick yourself into admitting you're a bad person because of the grass you enjoy eating. Spinach clears? I don't mind spinach. But I think I am one of those, I don't know if it's a genetic thing, but eating spinach makes my teeth feel like gritty. And it doesn't really happen with any other grass vegetable. So I prefer the other leaves, but it's my own cross to bear. Dude, no, you gotta do this first. Then how many jacks we got left in here? 2 jacks? I was still fool for that. Remember when you said sweet things taste cold? They do. Sweet things, sugar has a coldness to it. I think that if you were to, I think it takes the same lane in your brain's highway. I think for the route diverges before it gets out to the dendrites. But the sugar and the cold pathway, it starts at the same on-ramp in your sense of taste. And then at the end it goes like, oh, you get off at exit 1 if you're sweet. Get off at exit 4A if you're cold. I stand by that. Do you have synesthesia? No, I'm 35. I'm just the last honest guy on this platform. Dump it? I can't believe I'm using a strength on 1, but like why wouldn't I, man? You're describing synesthesia? Yeah, I know, I'm 35. I know what it is. Oh, that fucking smell is like blue to me. I don't it's okay. If I know 80% of you got it. Wouldn't be me though. Give me some of this. Reroll boss blind may save our life. Dan liked that one. Spicy equals hot. What's hard to get? That's what I'm saying. Sweet is cold and spicy is hot. Not to mention, if you eat spicy food, you have to take like a little break before you have like hot tea. Because the tea its heat is amplified by the spice. Same thing, if you brush your teeth, you can't have sweet things afterwards. It'll be too cold. I don't make the rules, man. I'm merely an observer of the phenomenon. Look at that. Beautiful. Tagine would end this man's life? I like tagine. I don't know why people are like, they're coming for the damn king. If you're going to make a joke about me not being able to handle spicy food and make it racist because I'm white, can you at least make it creative? Be like, bro probably gets his beef vindaloo from the Mayo Clinic, something like that. Could you throw in some extra sauce? Because like all you're doing is like literally just being offensive, and there's no place in validity for it. You could at least make it funny. What about Mama Lizzie's chill oil? I think I read that wrong. NL's cranky today? You're saying I can't handle tagine. Some dude in Arkansas is like, tagine would kill this guy. You guys just got your first sushi restaurant like 2 weeks ago, and you're coming at me like I don't have diverse culinary influences. It's crazy, man. It's madness. He has it out for Middle America. Well, Middle America, you should just know your place, okay? I respect you. I'm just saying you should know that you have it worse than we do on the coast. I'm trying to put some respect on your name. I'm trying to marinate you, glaze you, rizz you up a little bit. And you're trying to tell me like no place has pizza, like fucking Kansas City pizza. What are you talking about? Have you ever left your state? Do you have a passport? What are you saying? No place has pizza like Kansas City? That's insanity, bro. 12,800 points? That's tough. That's a tough one. It's actually not that bad. 65 times 6 with a little kicker. It's not bad at all. Barbecue, though? Notice I didn't say barbecue. I said pizza, man. That's a whole new sentence. Hold. We can hold twos. Dan, did you have a good weekend, by the way? I'm like, I don't think Chad is ready for this take. I'm so thankful to have a 3-year-old child. Is actually the perfect antidote to being a Twitch streamer 5 days a week. Have you ever heard Twitch streamers who don't have kids talk after they've been doing this job for like 2 years? It's fucking disgusting that their chat has them in these behaviors where they, before they say something that I don't really know everything that this singer has said and done in their entire life, but I kind of thought this song was catchy. Ooh, 17 years ago in 2007, they were on a talk show and they fat shamed the waitress at Chili's, and it's like, it's crazy, man. And then you go out here, you take your kid to the playground. There's another parent there with a kid the same age. Hey, how's it going? How old's your son? Oh, cool. Same with my kid. It's just like, it's beautiful, man. It's the way that human beings were meant to interact. Wow, you guys were actually right. It worked. It didn't copy the right one, but that's still pretty good. Being forced into reality by something that will die if you're not normal for a second to attend to its needs is so humbling. That's damn true. I think that's a great way to describe that. Plus 20? Wait, didn't you write it though? Are you plus 20ing yourself? Because honestly, that's streamer energy and I respect it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I wasn't making a joke at your expense. I do the same thing. Hey, Rex Mechanica, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I mean, you got to keep in mind that, like, I told this conversation, I talked to chat about this conversation I had with my neighbor, I should say. And my neighbor was going off on, like, his neighbors and, like, you know, social decline in the world. And it was still, like, a more pleasant conversation than the average drive-by Twitch chatter. That's crazy, man. I would rather hang out with that guy. You know what people don't do in public? They don't like walk up to you and go like, I thought this said all face cards. Oh man. They're like, hey, I know we've never met before, but like you look really bald today. Do you shine your head with fucking bacon grease or something like that? They mostly just walk up and say like, good morning. We were doing a little gardening outside. I was, this is a true story. I was holding a heavy bag of yard waste. Saw someone I'd never seen before. I said, how you doing? She said, it's a beautiful day for gardening. Can you even imagine how sublime it is to have a conversation like that after over 10 years of streaming on this platform? It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Paid chatter. I like to have a little bit of both, by the way. I don't mind when it gets a little spicy, but sometimes it's annoying because, like, I feel like if someone in real life, you send it? If someone in real life talked to you the way chat talked to you, you would be like, hey, buddy, go fuck yourself. And they would be like, oh, fair. Good point. I crossed the line. But when someone is like an asshole to you in chat, and then you go, hey, buddy, fuck you. They go like, whoa, somebody's touchy today. Eternal Blueprint? It's the greatest day of my life. This is crazy, man. Although I will say, people in real life do be backseating as well. It's sad, but it's true. Holy cow. Because like I was mowing my lawn. We have a tiny lawnmower. And when I was mowing it, an old man came up and said, is that a push mower? And I said, nah, brother, it's electric. It's not 1902 anymore. And he said, electric? I prefer gas. And I said, you know what? It is more reliable. I can't disagree with that. It's more reliable. And then he was like, you know, your problem is you waited too long to do your first mow. Like, you should do your first mow on like a dry day in March so that it's not as long when you're cutting in April. And I was like, I'll remember that for next time. And now we're best friends. Did you hit him with a who asked? No, like I was nice, man. He's just having a conversation. He's probably lonely, man. His kids probably moved away, I should say. He was like 70 years old. I mean, you gotta hand it to old people. They do be like walking nowhere without any music. Or like a podcast or nothing. Like, you want to talk about like, you watch all your shit on 2X. They're fucking out there raw dogging the earth, man. They're watching their content on 0X. Just taking in the sights and the scenery around them. I gotta do my first mow. Did you watch a YouTube video? I had my Peloton playlist on the Samsung Galaxy Buds, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think I need the rerolls, bro. I think you just win the game and don't be too late for lethal. That's the secret. Nah, brother. I mean, a video on how to mow. Dan, you don't need a YouTube video on how to mow the grass, okay? That's if you have a lawnmower, you can't not use it. And you're talking to somebody who's the king of like being an idiot. At least for like, real world skills. You basically can't screw it up. You just mow until it's all the same size or same length. In fact, I would actually probably go so far as to say that it would probably be insanely annoying to read a YouTube video that's like, or to watch a YouTube video, I should say, that's like, here's how you cut the grass most efficiently. The way that you cut the grass most efficiently is, I'm gonna boomer post for a second, okay? Your wife assigned you a chore you don't really want to do, so instead, you side load mowing the lawn. That way, when she's like, did you do this thing? You can be like, nah, I spent this morning mowing the lawn. And what's she gonna say, bro? Because you were working. She can't say anything. This is how you win. Get it twisted. It is a game. She's gonna make you do it anyway? Yeah, but then it's done. Then you're just chilling. These are strats. I'm telling you, these are genuine strats. One of the great things about being the first person to do the chore, if you see your spouse doing chores, you should do chores with them so that you're working together. That's a no-brainer. Take that tip for free. It's sick to be the first person doing the chores because then you get to pick the least bad chore. If you like doing the dishes and you hate cleaning the bathroom, turn the hot water on, put the gloves on, start doing the dishes. Someone's got to do the bathroom. You got first pick. You got pack one, pick one. That's why I always volunteer for outdoor chores. You mow the lawn. It's kind of like playing Farming Simulator. You also get to be outside, maybe work on your tan a little bit, listen to music. Like it's nice. That's like a pack one, pick one chore in my house any day of the week. You're right, I should skip more. Oh, no, I can't skip more because I need Madness to 5. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. We can do this. We can do this. Just go next. Don't discard my queens, please. Yeah, mowing the lawn is sick, dude. All cards debuffed until one Joker sold. Is this a joke to you? Gulp. Hang on, I gotta take a look. What's my best hand? Full house, 3 of a kind. That's messed up, man. I don't think your cards matter. I need the flat mult for the queen, bro. I think we got a few things to do. The first thing, yes, getting a negative is one way out. The other way out is to buff the shit out of like lots of different hands. You have the boss reroll voucher? Chad, is this real? I watch NL for the banter motherfuckers when he's about to make a mistake in the card game. No! Send it? That's a lot better. Dumpa? 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 Dan, you're gonna love mowing the lawn, too. Especially if you got like a big yard. That shit could take you like a couple hours, man. Especially if you've got an electric one, because the power pack runs out in like, I don't know, 25 minutes. Huge. Enormous. Well, I'm the best to ever do it, apparently. Apparently, I'm the best to ever do it. Finally. Okay, slash marker.